Hey guys, hi, good afternoon, people. Greetings to all of you. Hi, Mama, I should say I did laugh. Mama, I show, Mama, I did do boom, 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 boom. One day, my people. Greetings to all of you. Greetings to everybody. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, people. Compliment of the season. Compliment of the season. How na day? Oh, Cameron Pepper, I see you there. Nikki Ben, darling. Good afternoon. Yes, so on moi. Oh, dear Kecho. Curing the curable. And Empress Mama herself. Musisi Kizito. Compliment of the season. My Uganda daddy. Thank you so much. My Uganda daddy. Greetings to you. Compliment of the season. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. How is everything? How is the family? How is life? It has been a while. It has been a while. If without social media, sometimes, oh my God, you don't get to see some people. If you don't come around, you don't see some people. How is everybody doing? So guys, we are going to be listening to the video that one white lady, like kind of somebody that was helping out, like assistant, helping chooks, promise chooks out. So the thing surprised me, say the woman say since 2009 nine promise chooks stay look for her. Since 2009 nine promise chooks stay look for her, wey she take dey help promise chooks. 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you know, all this while. And Mebel can't lie to us, say chooks no ever do anything to reach Valerie. So when I come across the video, personally, I come across it not quite long, about 10 minutes ago when I was in the kitchen. I deem it right to also come and play it down here and also put my own. So I'm not going to be doing much talk. Credit to Blessing Angel. She is the one that really bring out this woman. And I come across both of them doing it and I was like, wow, let me come and also bring it down here. Let's listen to the woman. Okay, Blessing will be asking her some questions. I'm gonna attack people that are really interested about Valerie. Oh, thank you, Mary. Praise say yes, my mama is here. Thank you so much. Thank you for tagging people. Thank you so much. God bless you. Help me to tag them. So for those wey really care about, please give the video thumbs up. Just thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video for me, okay? Thumbs up. I'm not asking for too much. All right, for those that have interest in Valerie issue, for those people will be like, oh God, oh hey, this life, oh person mama just die, leave a pikin now, so they just they treat the pikin, or maybe na good person, make una keep quiet, maybe too good, or choose they. If you know you have interest in the matter at all, come here for yourself. Let me try to read. Please tag people. Let's listen. For those where you get interest, come listen to it by yourself. Come and listen and hear from the white lady.
My name is
also.
Ursula Prinzinger. I'm living in Vienna in Austria, so that's the same country as the girl is living now. And yeah, I'm actually working as a web developer, but I'm very much involved into the African community here in Austria. And so I got to know some people, and one of them introduced me to the biological father of Valerie and asked me whether I could help as someone speaking the language of the country, which is German. And
I got to meet the biological father of Valerie, which is Promise.
as someone be in the country. And so I volunteered and said, yeah, I would try to do my best.
Okay.
And that's how I got involved. And that's how I try to help the biological father to get into contact with his daughter.
Thank you, Mary
Because
Praise.
so
Thank
far,
you so much.
Yeah, it seems
Thank
that
you, darling.
he's
Yes,
trying
we have
and
to
trying
put our
and there is
opinions.
another person who is
I don't
trying
like
to
to come
prevent
use
it,
my
and
mouth to explain.
this is also something
Thank
that's
you. I love
ongoing.
people like
So,
that.
Okay, you said he's trying. Can you tell us exactly how he's trying, what he's doing at the moment?
yeah, actually, this whole thing started already in 2019.
19,
when
sorry, not
Valerie's
9.
mom passed away. And he was already trying
19,
to
not 9,
kind of
I'm
prove
really
that he is the biological father, which everyone can kind of see anyway because of the very dark skin of Valerie. So no one normally would expect that she's the girl of a white man. So
Okay.
normally,
I'm gonna quickly stop you there because that is a very, very intricate part of this entire story. You said he was already trying in 2019.
of course.
Was Mabel already in the picture in 2019?
Thank you.
I don't know the
Thank
exact
you.
date that she got involved, but actually, he was even reaching out to her, asking her for help, because it was not that easy for him because the legal dad was still alive, and that one was also trying to prevent him from coming and seeing his daughter.
Okay.
So he actually reached out. It could have been 2019 that it started, but it also could have been just 2020. I don't know that exactly.
Okay. So he was already trying, even when the adoptive father of Valerie was alive, Mr. Phelps.
Yes, yes.
So how did he try with Mr. Phelps? What did he do?
So one thing, for instance, was
Una dey hear? Even when Mr. Phelps, that is the white man, even when the white man was alive, the white man never die. Oh, Papa Valerie, which is this Promise Chooks, was already trying to get Valerie. Not that this man just fold the hand, just dey one corner. For people wey dey talk say, where he dey all this while? Why he not come out since then? Why he be say na now he come ask for Valerie? Una no know matter, una no dey too talk am because that man no go fit come dey answer everybody. Una see am now say na Mebel, na he turn the whole story upside down. Una see am now say say mama abeg adopt me now. Abi, my 4 children not do. You wan kill me for my small pikin? You not pass me. I no wan adopt too big pass me. Me not sabi go native doctor on top of person. I no fit use sham take spoil your head o. All because I want you to remain with me. No, me not sabi do that one. If you want to love and stay with me, I want me be clear eye. For people wey dey say wey Promise Chooks come dey all this while e no come out, how wish the Mebel no go adopt Valerie go for no come out. Una dey see am now say Promise Chooks has been there fighting even when the Oyibo man dey alive. Oh yeah, let's listen to this one.
also again, I don't know
Mebel na
exactly
liar
what
o.
happened,
I don't know why I
but,
don't like that Mebel one day.
Valerie
I don't
got
like
into
her.
this home
My
care
spirit
system.
no agree with that Mebel.
When the legal dad was still alive because he was already sick and a bit older. So he tried to actually visit her there, but he reached out to lawyers, he reached out to friends, and they actually said he
If una hear legal dad, na be the white man wey legally adopt Valerie, the white man. The biological dad na be Promise Chooks. So in case una dey hear am like that.
could not really come and try to see her because he would not know, or they would not know what the legal dad would try to do. It was the same with the funeral. he actually wanted to come to the funeral, of course, of late mom of
Promise why even go to the funeral.
but they said they were afraid that the the legal dad, Mr. Phelps, would maybe even call the police on him on that occasion because he was afraid he would come to pick Valerie.
Yeah. So this woman, now be the woman now where they intercede for Promise Chooks, where Promise Chook by, like I say, by where he choose, maybe they work for her like assistant, might put on that way. So Promise Chook be one go Bonita Beria. But they can't dey fear say the Oyibo man where he adopt Valerie fit call police or something. That fear can't dey there. So meaning that Promise Chooks has been in the picture tele long. Promise Chooks has always been choking his head, has always been trying to na madam Abisha. Oh yeah.
Which is ridiculous anyway. You cannot come to a funeral and just pick a child, but apparently they were afraid that there could be problems issues just because he would come and
pick Valerie,
attend to the funeral.
So the reason I really wanted to focus on this part of the story is because the narrative we are getting from Mebel is that Mr. Promise Chooks allegedly has been out of the picture. He's not responsible according to Mebel, and he has never been part of Valerie's life until she came into the picture. And it was until she cleaned Valerie up and he started to see Valerie on Facebook that he started to show interest. But what you're telling us today is that Mr. Promise Chooks already was in the picture even before all the social media noise around Valerie. And he was even trying when Mr. Phelps, the adoptive father of Valerie, was still alive. But Mr. Phelps also wasn't very cooperative, right?
Exactly.
Mebel! Igbanke pikin. Mebel, where you dey? Oya, come out. Come out. They no dey talk to small pikin about gbe. Ladia. You come social media, you come dey shout with that your big teeth wey be like Russia bullet. I will take this issue personal now. Me, I go join those people bullying you now. Why I don't hear for all this Oyibo woman map now? Because this Oyibo woman now not be Egbanke, not be Bini, not be Esa, not be Agbo, not be Igbo, not be any tribe for our language. Oyibo woman not go feel your come out now. He mention, he name everything, he address everything. Where we go for feel locate her, where she dey, everything she measure am. Since 2019, Promise Chooks has been in the picture, trying on his best, try everything to just try to get Valerie. But you, Mebel, the way where they see this thing now, you join those people. You kill that Oyibo man where if I marry you. Now you keep Papa Michelle. The way where they see this picture now you kill Oyibo man. You are a very useless human being. I'm taking it personal. This will not be that kind of video where they do before I say, I don't want to take it. I don't vex. I will take this one personal. I hate people that lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to people. You make all the Nigerians, all the Egbanke, Igbo, Bini, all the tribe, you make all of them believe you. The way where they look you now, Mebel, now you kill that your Igbo man. Now you kill Papa Michelle. Now you keep Papa Michelle, now you keep that Iboma. May you for inherit all those property. You be that kind of woman where you go marry Iboma where you rich. The man don't tire you, you not go one pack, may you come out. You go one kill and come out. Carry everything where the man get. I go take this matter personal. Because when I watched this video, I was so angry. Lie woman, you lie too much. You come social media, you can't begin cry. Promise Chooks was nowhere to be found. Promise Chooks, now because he sees me and Valerie don't they shop for life it here. Now I all the good right do not go keep me for my life. Oh my good not go like kill me. Your good go kill you. Your good go kill you. He didn't how son of now. I'll let you name son me. Hello, Genoki. Hello. Hello. Any more is speaker. Hello, G. Oh, imoine. Oh, gele mume. E video renika ya do be the video mawa. E video ne mebe ka wa first time ya to ina Vienna we oh this may be a good person. We are even here now because I don't brief Valerie for live video. Now make choose conscient, one can claim me picking oh. How child the good way I don't do. Menaga vie. Imele promise you. Imala come and mwekbe o no ma gwalo. Owa mwekbe o no ma wa azaza. Imagine okay. Ah, the thing vex me. Just give us the back of hand, make we dey look all this way. Eh? Thank you, my lady Jare. Yes, of course. Now that small pikin I have the pity for. Eh? That girl not come dey live to regret all these things. Of course. Manger. Yeah. Thank you, Javi.
But when Mabel tried, it worked out. Why do you think it worked out for Mabel and it didn't work out?
Come they pity and say, oh, Mabel, people now.
That's a good question. I mean,
okay.
The question is what happened in which sequence, actually. That is one thing. And the other thing is, and that's actually the main problem and something that that Mabel is using again and again, although as an Austrian citizen, really, she should not better.
He carried that gift that day. He carried the gift. I want to go and burn it. He's a fraud. He's a fraud.
Should just come and do a DNA test and then every...
Voila. He carried the gift, the carton. He's a fraud, oh. He used MasterCard, the thief one, oh. Ah. Anyway, more listen.
It could work out fine and everything would be great. In fact, she knows that Austrian law, and he even got it, he was even trying it by applying again.
I don't like people that lie. You go just chop my
application
body.
to a court.
I don't know why.
And he got again rejected of doing a DNA test because according to Austrian law, as weird as it sounds, the only person who is allowed to go and even demand for a DNA test is Valerie herself.
Ew.
Okay, and has Valerie demanded to do a DNA test with her dad?
Of course not. How
Maybe
could
not
she
go
when
alone,
she's
nah?
actually only here.
My wonderful people, where they say, promise to go and do DNA. This is an assistant that is working in the system. He said, you cannot just go and do DNA just like that. Unless Valerie chooses to. Or maybe the case go come enter court now. When a judge go ask them, make they do am. Promise Chooks not go fit go hospital, go do DNA. What about Valerie not present himself? What about Valerie not show up for hospital? Promise Chooks fit go do DNA. If Valerie not come let them clean him out or take his blood or take his hair. How they want to compare them together? Unless Valerie ask or the judge ask. But without all these things, matter no go enter court. How matter want to enter court when Mabel stand for road? No,
negative things about her dad.
Mabel what they go
insulting her online, on social media, or even paying. That was one of the accusations. Paying someone to do that for him, which is ridiculous because he's a loving father of even more kids, and all he wants is to have contact.
Share this video.
I wouldn't know which kind of father would do that.
Share.
And that is another crazy part of this entire story. And that is where, for me personally, I believe the whole manipulation is coming from. That I am seeing, that I am sensing. I don't have proof to it. I can't lay my finger on it, but I know something is not right somewhere. And the transparency is not there, especially from Mabel's side. I need to be straightforward with this one. When I'm hearing that,
let's know what they can
Promise Chiefs,
personal.
we told you to go and do a DNA. You are not coming. Come to
The
us.
matter not clear from
me.
Mebel.
You know that DNA material has to be collected from Valerie and from the man also. If Valerie is not cooperating to do a DNA test, a DNA can never be done.
No.
So on the one hand, Mebel is coming online to say that, oh, you're not coming to do a DNA to come and claim your
data because
you're arrested, you're a criminal. But on the other hand, Valerie is not allowing the system
we go see the truth
DNA.
at the end of the tunnel.
The go ahead. She's not giving her approval for a DNA to be conducted. That is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's for sure. So first of all, so there would be no problem for Chuk's Promise to come to Austria. This is definitely not true what she's saying all the time. And the second thing is, of course, she will not allow Valerie to do the DNA test because
she will not allow.
Valerie is getting an allowance for orphans, and that one would be completely cancelled immediately as soon as Chuk's Promise turns out as being her biological father.
Unaye, he said Mebel will not allow Valerie to do the DNA test because Mebel is collecting huge money for the orphan. So as soon as that DNA is being done and they can later find out say na Chuks get her, that money go still stop. Mebel. Money where they pay your 3 children not reach you. Later gone are those days. Wow, they say, oh, it's not easy, not easy. I talk her. I can't they even beg and say, okay, carry her and go orphanage. She not go die. Now people, children still there. Oh, Ibo not go kill her for there. Not go die. She don't even grow up. Picky way they 16 years don't grow. How many years many of us did before we enter Europe? Some of us not even reach 16, 17, 18. We not even reach 13 years. Some people not reach 12 years. When they enter Europe, she not go die. If na little baby where they drink milk, okay, we'll say okay. May still there with me back. Pay yo. Mama where be pay. Eto do money. Share to a don't fair we and I they give her. May we for a birthday. Oh yeah,
so
listen.
This is something that has to do with money, and also, of course, Valerie. If you look at the videos, if you look at what was happening on Mabel's channels before she found her orphan kid that she could present, how many followers did she have before and how many does she have now? So she is not really interested in the girl no longer being an orphan.
Okay, so you just mentioned that she allegedly is collecting orphanage or orphans money.
Of course, that's what Valerie.
Do you have any idea how much that could be to start with?
No, not exactly, of course, because it has to do with the income that
the both
her
of them
legal dad had, and then it gets calculated from that. And as we know, as me, I don't know the income that Mr. Fels was having, so I cannot say.
All right, now let us talk about adoption. Mebel claims that she adopted Valerie. Now, in my opinion, when you adopt someone, you don't receive any more orphan money or orphanage money.
Exactly. That would not be the case, also not in Austria.
Is Valerie legally adopted by Mebel?
No, she's not adopted. Mabel has the so-called custody for Valerie. So she's the custodian of Valerie. That comes with all kinds of rights, but actually also all kinds of duties. So she would actually have to check that everything has to be done for the best of the child, and therefore she can also decide upon what kind of school she's going to.
Yeah, just to help us a bit, can you explain briefly? You don't have to go into details. Could you explain briefly the difference between adoption and guardianship or custodianship? What's the difference?
So there is not a lot of difference regarding rights and duties, because, as I said, she can decide upon health treatments or school and so on. So it's similar like an adoption, but
Valerie is not fully adopted by Mebel. it is kind of how will I say it? They just give her like the custody. Like, okay, you be taking care of her for now. You have the custody, but it's not full 100% adoption. Just like help me look am, now be looking at her, and they'll still they pay the money accordingly to the account and everything. Just the process, the period of time, maybe Valerie don 18 or stuff like that, maybe Naime can give the custody, but not really like an adoption. Because if you adopt somebody, that pikin, they not they give you adoption money. Maybe I know wetin they do. Okay, maybe I know wetin they do. Now you know, now make I know adopt am. If you adopt pikin for Europe, more or less that person wey you adopt na your pikin. It is your child. Now money where they pay every children for the end of the month. If they pay children money 100 euro for one pikin, now that 100 euro they go give that pikin because it's your child. You adopt that person. But you see where they'll give you as a custody. Their money they high. Pikin where you not born, it can't dey your custody. Their money they big well because it is not easy. More or less the government they look like they will constantly patronize you for the inconveniences, for everything. Now that money they high pass if you adopt. If you adopt, is more or less your child, your pikin. Government is not the consigner, is your pikin. You see, maybe I don't want to go for the adoption level. Because you know, say if you go for that adoption level, now still the same money when they receive for every children, I go they receive. But this one now, now money big pass.
Main difference is adoption would really involve and integrate Valerie completely into Mabel's family. Normally the name would be changed, and of course the allowance for orphans would be ceased, so she would only still get all these kind of financial supports of government like Familienbeihilfe, or this Familienbonus Plus and Kindermehrbetrag and all these things that she gets for any child that you have here in Austria. So that's normal. But the main difference is that she's not completely legally integrated into the family as long as she's not being adopted.
I don't explain that just now.
Okay.
And for now, I would even consider court to be very hesitant to, if she now would apply for an adoption, or maybe at the age of 18, when the allowance for orphans would end anyway, except Valerie would go and study, then it would even be paid out for longer. But custodian is ending when Valerie will have her 18th birthday.
Okay. So what happens then when she clocks 18? If she's just in their custody?
That depends on both of them. So with 18, Valerie is an adult. She could just pack her things and go. She might as well consider to just stay and go on living with the family, starting another school or starting to study, starting a job, whatever. So that depends. It could be a time where Mabel says, okay, I want you to leave the family, which
no, I not go bully. Why will I bully?
But that could happen, but that's something that's up to,
just that
to both of them. They would be
pay me
two
now.
adults that decide on what to do and how to go from there.
All right, another question.
Osas, I not go bully her. Just that it hurts to see Mabel lying. In the beginning, I was really giving the accolade to Mabel because it's not easy for somebody, mama, to like person go die, you can't find another person wey go dey take care of the pikin. It's not easy at all. It's not. You understand? But again, na Europe we dey. Anyhow wey e take dey, that pikin no go suffer. If na Nigeria, na I go say okay, government, even Oyibo family go just adopt am. E go just dey into Oyibo system, Oyibo family. Just that the family for Nigeria no go come get to see the pikin again. Don lost for am be that. But Mebel was lying. I remember I be saved that I download that video for my phone that time. Mebel lie. He say, na so Promise Truth no ever come out one day. Many of una see that video. Promise Truth no ever lie. He no even know whether he pikin dey exist. Even when they was trying to reach out to am, they say he no care about Valerie. But now we don see say Valerie don grow up. He don dey beautiful. He don dey show am for a live video. He don dey run to come look for a pikin. No way, big. You understand? That is not nice. Just tell people the truth. Just tell people the truth and nothing but the truth. It's good for people to be honest. I don't know what they for this social media.
Question I'm going to ask you now, before we even get there, we know that so far Mabel has told us, she has sworn actually that she never receives a penny from Austrian government, and she's spending her own money,
another lie,
and nobody gives her money. But now you're telling us she still receives money as, for orphan.
Una hear another lie where I just dey confirm. No. Me I on my lights. Oh my God. Too sharp. No on my lights. Too dark. Una hear another lie now. Where Mebel talk say nobody dey support am oh. No, and if she dey talk and she go dey shout like say she dey inside market. Nobody is supporting me oh. I am doing this but because of the love I have for Bonita oh. Hey, yeah, who know? It's all. But now the era now when this woman dey explain say she even get more because she did not adopt Valerie. She's like supporting the government for taking care of Valerie. So she dey receive more. Why lying?
Age care or whatsoever.
Yeah, that's actually the money for Valerie. But as a custodian, she of course can use this money for the good, for the best of Valerie. Yes. And also she of course gets the same kind of money as she gets for all her other kids, also for Valerie.
Okay, so every child, also in the Netherlands here, every child is entitled to a certain amount of money. So exactly. I doubt that Valerie doesn't receive that money. Yeah. I don't know why she would want to swear that she doesn't receive a penny. Every child receives a basic amount of money every month, every 3 months, depending on the country. But there is an extra on top of that for Valerie. Because Mabel is her foster parent, Now, you're saying if Valerie clocks 18, Valerie could just walk away. And, that's an option. But people have been talking about an inheritance, and that Mabel allegedly is waiting till Valerie clocks 18 so that she can take over. Is there an inheritance? Before I move on to my next question. Okay. Is there an inheritance?
That's a question that I cannot answer because that has not been, that has not been showing up, kind of. That's something that is something that is hidden because of data privacy. So we would have to, I don't know, maybe Jugendamt could try to find out about an inheritance, whether there is one, how much it might be, and so on. That all depends
government
on how successful the books of Mr. Fels are actually sold. So,
all right. So now let's just imagine, let's assume there is an inheritance. We are not sure yet, but let's just say, okay, maybe there is an inheritance. What happens when Valerie clocks 18? Does Mabel then still have access to that inheritance if she's just a custodian?
First of all, with 18, when Valerie is going to be 18, she will no longer be her custodian. So that ends with her 18th birthday.
So secondly, she will no longer have power.
No longer have power, but of course, if she is using these 3 years that she still has, keep her away from her biological family, try to manipulate her, like she's doing right now, when we are maybe later talking about the e-scooter story.
Even Oyibo woman know say Mabel dey manipulate Valerie. He say if she still continue to manipulate her like the way she's doing right now, then Mabel go get the full custody. I pity for Valerie. Oh, may Mebel not go they drop something for Valerie drink. May Valerie not go they act zen zen. Because if Valerie comes start to the act like say they mad now that time or in best at that time they'll come to us, okay, we give you the will, we give you everything, take care of the child and everything. That time before you know, a property Valerie. Even Oyibo woman know say she's manipulating Valerie. Oh, come and
So you can see already how much she is influencing this girl. So I could well assume that Valerie will be dating, that she will be even really share whatever she might inherit with the KO family. So,
right. Now, you talked about she's not adopted, but she's just in their custody. Why do you think Mabel didn't go for full adoption?
I think for two reasons. One is the money issue. As I said, there is money coming in now that
you ask this question.
Stop coming in if she got the right of adoption. And secondly, adoption would definitely also mean
Mebel have the power to just walk to the government or the social or anything, say, oh, we have found the father of Valerie. He is willing to take over our daughter and sa. The government will be happy to hear say papa come. They will start to say, okay, let's do DNA to be sure. They will come ask chooks for Europe. They will come ask chooks. He say, why are you talking this way? Becky Mo, which way am I talking? The truth is bitter. We need to say it now. I've been at Todona the year, say that kind of thing they happen. I beg. And they cannot book a why not? All these things that I'm saying, it happens. All right? People where they do and they're not the right time for forehead, eh? People where they do and not the right time for forehead. If Mabel is not, if she not they mean, if she not get something where she they look for Valerie body, her papa don't come out. Now government now to do their investigation. Before government go let you take over your child, they will come control the house where you dey. They go look into your file whether you get thief history, whether you get help me to bring this window down. Bring it down because it's black. They'll look into your file. If you get any armed robbery case, if you get any sickness, if you get the house, if you get wife, children, if you are capable, they go look into you very well, investigate before they go give you the pikin. So Valerie not even give the government the opportunity to look into the case. You not even want to do one.
That
I say Valerie,
Mebel, sorry, have to
Mebel no want even do one.
Inquiries.
Okay.
Ask the family whether there is someone still living relative, not necessarily even the biological father. It could be an uncle, for instance. And there are relatives of Valerie living in Europe even. So we are
thank you. Criminal record, yeah.
In Nigeria. And normally a court would prefer one of these relatives and would also at least have to ask those if they are okay with Valerie being given out for adoption. So I think that is adoption is just something that is even more difficult to achieve with all this situation. Yeah.
Okay, now, so far we haven't seen any proof from Mabel that she adopted Valerie. She has shown papers like this, but we didn't read the content of it.
Yeah.
And we don't know, if she truly adopted Valerie. But you're saying here that for you to be able to adopt a child...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but she is not adopted. That's for sure. That's a fact. Valerie is in custody of Mabel, but not her adoptive child.
Okay, so I just wanted to re-establish what you said, that before you can adopt a child, the system would have to be sure whether or not there is a relative, a biological relative of that child, and they would ask for consent from that relative before an adoption process can take place, right? So Mabel would possibly have to tell people which relative was consulted before she went ahead to adopt Valerie, if she adopted Valerie.
Yeah, well, the court would actually do that, not Mabel.
Okay.
No,
The court would look out for people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now let us move on to the system itself. Okay. Now that you're saying Valerie was not adopted by Mabel, does that mean that the system is still involved with Mabel and Valerie? Are they still maybe paying her visits, or have they totally left Valerie to Mabel?
No. The system is like that. There's youth authority, Jugendamt, where there's a social worker that is responsible for checking on Valerie. Okay. But they normally, due to the massive work they have to do, they normally don't do that personally. They use other organizations for doing that. And in this case, it's an organization near the place where Valerie is living now. And there is a lady working for this NGO. It's a non-governmental organization. Okay. And that one is visiting, I think it's even 2 people, and they are visiting Valerie once a week.
Once a week?
Wow. To see whether she's fine, whether she needs anything.
Now what team Mebel go tell her me tell them, I go to tell them now. Yeah. The way Mebel tell her me can't tell us, I will kill myself. If you people don't stop bullying me, I'll kill myself.
The system has nothing else to do with that child. They just leave that child for that family. That child becomes like the biological child or children of that family. They no longer have business. But when you're not fully adopted, they are still in that child's life, still trying to keep up with, okay, are you fine? Do you need anything? Are you safe here? Right?
Exactly.
So why would Mabel want to be confusing people that she adopted a child? And why is Valerie still getting visitations weekly if the child was adopted?
Blessing, thank you.
That's another question.
Blessing, thank you. Now they hear? Say, please, my sister, this is not the truth. The woman, you know the year I asked, and thank you, Mommy Anna, for the 100 star. Thank you so much, Mommy. You know the year the woman say na Austria person they talk. Abi you think if na another presenter do this thing just now, you think say me I will get the time to come dey play and to come give credit to and say credit to you. You think say I get that time? Abi we not know hungry presenter for social media. We not know who dey honest for social media. We know who are doing blogging because they just want to do it, not because they just want to do what people want to hear. You think if na another person do, I go just carry say, hey, make I come dey play am away. No, I not go play. You not get work now. You go can't go find one oyibo man bring come make come dey talk. Oyibo woman bring me come dey talk. Where the woman they talk many things since you they say no, this is not waiting. They love blindly there. I know say you love KO family. They love her blindly there. Now so una go love. Una go the right people tattoo. People name for tattoo for body. From there now carry HIV, carry different sickness. People go una no know. Mama and papa we born and come life. Una not go write their name. And all these depressed people. Una go they fight for people. People wey be say una not really know them very well. Una go they fight for liars. May God not allow me to support liar. People will go give me shame and disgrace. God forbid bad thing.
Question, yeah, but it might be just a marketing strategy of Mabel. I don't know.
Okay, now let's go on to the issue of, wait, before we even go on to the e-scooter.
On be other presenter, oh, Mebel call my name, call my name.
We are seeing things online that I find disgusting. I find unpleasant for a child.
I don't need to call my name, I want to stand on the truth.
Do you think it could get to a certain level or a certain stage that the government or the system would also see those things and say, okay, this is not safe for this child, we have to remove her? Do you think that is still possible for Valerie to be removed from Mabel's family?
Generally, why not? I mean, of course, there won't be enough people to watch all the videos on and on and on, because there are like, I don't know, 9 videos being published every single day. But there are also people who are watching the videos, and if there is something that would be interesting for this kind of case and situation, then normally I even get links and links to these videos or the videos themselves, and yeah, we can then check out what is being said in the video, and of course we can also react to that, and yeah, we can also inform Jugendamt about videos where something is happening that is actually not meant to happen by a custodian of a minor.
Right. So, okay. So that also is another very important message to send out, that Valerie can be removed at any time.
If a court thinks the situation is no longer good for the child, because it's not only about rights over the child, it's also about the duty to really do what's best.
Okay. So my wonderful people, the time we oh my goodness, the time when Mebel take carry paper come and say, look at this paper, I don't officially adopt Valerie, oh, I don't officially adopt her, glory be to God of Nakon, right, congratulations, una wey write congratulations, not be shame and disgrace be that one. Why will she come out and lie and una come begin pump congratulations put? Because she just want lie to people, say, hey, but una the year and now when this woman talk, say, no, she did not adopt her. She's just like taking care of the child, not be adoption. And people, they can't check on Valerie. If she adopt Valerie, they know for come they visit again. If she really adopt her like a pikin, they might come maybe a little while, they'll stop, say, okay, it's okay, you don't adopt and don't be picking. But they are still coming once a week, every time to come, they ask questions. Are you okay here? Are you this? Are you this? But you see, when Valerie go come complain, give all those people that I'm no more okay, she's not treating me well, I'm not good, they go remove her for that, or find another parents, give her to her. She's just like all these white parents where they give pikin give way, e not sign and say you want collect am. If they happen to be blacks also, where e not still die with their life, blacks where e not die their life, maybe you and your husband get problem, you don't know where your children one day, or so fight. Now they fight, they'll come collect the pikin, give one family, they'll come tell you may you go dey visit the pikin maybe once a week, Saturday, Wednesday, I don't know, they'll say may you go dey visit the pikin. If your house don't dey balance, your house don't dey okay, you go fight and they'll return your children back to you. It still dey happen. Now wait till they do Valerie be that. If Valerie complain say Mebel not dey treat am bad, not dey treat am well, they go remove Valerie for there, put am for another place, find another home for her. So that one not be adoption. I don't know what Mebel see for life.
Why not? Of course, a court could undo what they first did, thinking it would be the best. And then when they find out it might no longer be the best, of course.
Hey,
now let us go
don't lie, Mebel too lie.
Things that are not best.
Mebel too lie.
Emotional,
Now lie carry
development.
and reach here.
We
So
saw the video
lie.
where Promise Chooks possibly sent in a scooter to Valerie, and Valerie was made to get rid of the scooter by herself, by Mebel, because Mebel said, I think you watched the video. So you just tell us a bit about that video. Tell us a bit about what happened. How did the e-scooter come about? And the story behind the credit card allegedly being...
On this social media, now one place where be say, I know they understand it. The authorities say that they pepper people. Now they are life that they destroy. They know where the truth they as this Valerie they now with Mebel. They know say the lie when Mebel don't lie too much. Just because say na Kate or maybe na Lolo where they talk they not like him. They not like that presenter. They'll come carry the video, go sit down for their platform. They say, wait till be your own Kate. Leave her. You not still like no, that will not be the issue. You are not helping the issue. You know they help the matter. You want to talk about Valerie issue now because you hate me. You want use the hate where you get for Kate, stay judge the matter with the ground. You are an idiot. You be fool. Because the matter on ground does not have anything to do with me and you. Matter with the ground, e no get anything to do with me and you. Many people dey like that, like Cora. At first dem no dey support Cora. Now Justine, all of them dey support. Dem dey support Justine, dem dey support Justine, dem dey support Justine. Dem join all of this because say dem hate Lolo. Dem come dey support Cora to pepper Lolo. You are a fool. You need to know who you are really supporting. Whether your opponent he like you, he not like you, whether he join you. Know the truth and stand by the truth. Know the truth and stand by the truth. Not because say, my lover, na person where I hate can't go there. I know support am because where I hate the support am. I join the other one. You are not talking on the matter because of the truth and the lie you see on the matter. You want to come and talk on the matter because you feel say if I do it like that, the person maybe you can't they bully me now. KO family go come they laugh, go come they clap and follow you say you are doing well. You they fool yourself. Now so way they worry many presenters for this our social media, most especially our Edo cyberspace. You just see one presenter and I go your comments. Kate, who should be your? Who should be your? And when Kate they analyze the matter, Kate not even know whether you they exist. Kate not even thought to you. Kate not even mind you. You dey find your wasabi where you want to do saga, make money for complete. May you take pay us rent. Make money complete. May you and your family take chok boki on niva bola wa egbe bagmon. E ma tari like social media wa eta. Why you got bed the other presenter no do tell matter why we na do gbela wa. Mo bitan. Mo bitan. Mo bitan. Room do wa hate the presenter no go ayo. Ni ba boana la wa egbe bagbon wa itu. Benu wa when ni go say amami nu wa ya de January to December. Iba bo wa ye je begi egbu wa yan. Wa de fian mu wa gbon wa itu wa gbon. Ave mo onyo wiye ja we ma dan. Rubbish. I don't me imwe egbu wa me no see e. They go know where the truth they go. They know say Mebel lie too much. Mebel over lie from the beginning lie. Now we be say we don't see small light. Iye do boligi riawa. Ava look be fioko, ava look back yogo. All because they don't like it or they don't like the person we top put. Now so what they do for Cora at the end of the day now Cora can't the control rivière ve Ghana vière ve e Cora rivière na ya na ile la wa mai mi no do analyze we Cora stop crying you e rivière wo momo amari mia oh they go see say person they talk truth for them to say Mohammed they reach there analyze their come out now you will come talk truth or come they ask whatever you call what of you buy you get here do ya he personal saga e many no roto ni ya igwanya gboli ya watu wa gwa be mi ma dave ni ya o yeke ki wa yo khoe tebru na ya gbe la mani ya wa ikeji ni ya wa o se ne we am for egbo wa tu wa gbon mewu wa no 2023 na ala na enu wa we ba bo ala wa egbe ni o mi boya la wa egbe abo ma don ya mo social media re e ma ta ire yen gboligiri awa ono ni guy go we he don't dey join me oh thank God oh boy honey thank you so much I love you or I call ile live video re yen do ami is my friend the one pepper Kate or pepper the other one who wa pepper egbuwa because o se na ya agbuwa nebon o ma ninu wa ga support ole la wa poi ya ro ni gbe me no eri etin no ka ebe no gbese ogba yeke o rin gbe wa ama mi aro pa no la dian to we stop o gbese ewewo yan gwa le presenter no do analyze any ya kin we presenter ni abola wa egbe wa mu wa itugo have depression element I beg you more analyze and go further
Stolen and all of it.
So
I don't know but just they look
first
on
of all,
say
why did all this happen? Yeah? It happened because
Mona share this
someone
with you.
told Chooks
Mona share
Business
made the
that Valerie
consi.
had said she would want to have an e-scooter like that, and he was thinking that would be something nice that he could send to his daughter. And he wanted to make her happy. He wanted her to have this e-scooter that would make her happy and that she could have fun with.
Yeah.
So that was the idea. And as he's not living in Austria, he then came to me, talked about the idea with me, and asked me whether I would use my credit card, look for an Austrian company that would be able to send the scooter, as we cannot really bring it physically to Valerie. So we would like to send the scooter. And I said, yeah, why not? And I was doing that. I was looking for some e-scooters. We decided.
Una dey hear when Mebel dey say he thief card o. The man actually give this woman the money. He say he no go fit buy am from a country, but make this woman use the credit card help am order am, so that e go dey very easy within there, but him go give am the money. Na that one come dey talk say make dem come here o, na fraud o.
Which one it should be, and I used my credit card, my own credit card, to pay for it. And of course, Chuck's Promise replaced the payment. So of course, it's not like me having paid it. It's the dad that paid the e-scooter for the girl. So when the video then came up, that was one day after Jugendamt for the first time talked to Chuck's Promise. And it was the time when he then said, by the way, I sent my daughter an e-scooter. And then Jugendamt said, so the package that came with the e-scooter is from you. Okay, I will tell Valerie, which she apparently did. And that made Mabel to freak out again. And she forced the girl to throw away publicly, being recorded, a present from her biological dad, something that she actually even wanted, and she had to throw it off just because it was
something that she herself wanted, something where Valerie even asked of. So in one way or the other, una way they support Mebel go put himself. All these people put everything recording. Mebel they record them. Now so our enemy go be in Jesus' name. Me ya to be talik be la dia we ni Jesu. Emi ni ya we ni ya walk back ori him say we ni Jesu. Wa agbe meyo. Wetin they say make the plan to take do us bad, it go turn to our favor. All the thing is turning to Promise Chuck's favor. Because Promise Chuck know how he take buy that scooter. He know say he not thief. He need to contact. And then everybody saw it publicly. Mebel you want by himself, put himself for tight corner. Now this Oyibo woman use her own credit card buy that gift. Promise to see say he not go fit from France buy and they come. Now he take contact this woman say help me use your card and I go pay you the money. The woman still talking and say Promise choose paying the money, then you only just buy the thing. Nasia, na ya mufu Mebel. Ave bo ma yezo ibo mare o ibo mare ko enaje. I wish Mebel na person wey dey take people advice. He go dey look my video, they take advice while they advice on this why. Me I not dey join anybody. Now still like Cora issue now. I dey my side. Now where truth dey. If I see say Chuks do anything, I go slap and gbas. If Mebel do anything, gbas, una not they can't pay my bill. So why I can't they leak one of una nyash? Abi una look me like all these presenter wey not get job wey dey. They want join one person to take get money to take parents. Ukbok by magba. Niya yagwa le saga niya ya unigo yagbana.
Not a gift of Mabel, and she was even saying, wait, what I will give you, as if that would have been anything to explain why she forced her to do that.
Amen.
But she didn't stop there. She didn't stop there.
Yeah, I need to understand which organization was it that Promise Chuck talked with?
Jugendamt, Youth Authority.
What
organization is that?
That's the social worker that is responsible for Valerie.
Okay, so Promise Truth talked with them.
That Promise Truth na man,
and he told
That's
them.
how they got to know that
pushing.
the e-scooter came from him. And that's when
Even if say last,
the lady then called
the pikin not be your own,
Mabel
be
or
try.
Valerie, I
You
don't
be
know,
man, no.
and told them that the e-scooter was a gift of Valerie's dad.
So when you were the one that sent the e-scooter. When you sent it, you didn't write Promise Truth's name?
I actually did, but I don't know what the company normally nowadays. You get the invoice and all these kind of things. You get these things to your email address, and they normally don't put it into the package itself again. Yeah? So there was not even a kind of delivery sheet or anything like that. Yeah? So apparently they did really not know who actually sent it. It could have been a fan as well. Yeah. So only when the social worker was calling them and explaining that it was Chuk's promise, they then knew, and then suddenly this was a no-go. So this parcel had been standing in their living room, I don't know, maybe even for days already, and suddenly it was a no-go.
So now social worker tell me bear, say see where give the call.
And even worse, Mabel didn't stop there. She could just have done that, but then maybe her followers would really have seen that this is actually not okay. Why would she have to throw away a gift? So she didn't stop there, but started saying, it came from Chuk's promise, and he even stole a credit card for paying that. So honestly, first you don't even know who sent it, and then suddenly you know that it got paid via a stolen credit card. How would you? So if I send a parcel to you, you have no idea how it got paid. It could have been paid by a bank transfer, maybe even cash in the shop.
He was even accusing,
or by a credit card.
Accusing
so how
him.
would she even get an information that
Chus can easily carry you to court for that.
She said the police told her that she could either throw the e-scooter away or take it back to the company. So she is claiming she talked with the police, and the company also let her know.
Exactly. She talked to the police. So no police officer came and said, hey, this is a parcel that got paid via a stolen credit card. So this is ridiculous. She went to the police and said, what can I do with it? And she again tried to ruin the reputation of Chuk's promise, who's never done anything wrong like that. Yeah? I don't know why she's always, I know why she's always coming up with that, because her followers would not want her to see that she forces the child to just throw it away. But of course, if she adds something like, ooh, it got paid via a stolen credit card, which she could not even know, even if it were like that. She has to add these things. First of all, it's another chance to ruin the reputation of Chuk's promise. And many people are angry about him, not even knowing anything about the man.
Thank you, Yari.
So she was using that, and even then added another stupid detail saying a family got deported in Germany for this kind of issue. So honestly, within the EU, why would someone get punished?
Thank you, the lioness.
So A gets deported because B committed a crime. Sorry, I've never heard anything like that. And even if it were like that, Mabel is an Austrian citizen. So where would she even get deported to? So this is ridiculous. The whole story is ridiculous. And if someone uses common sense and would actually have to ask for evidence of all those things that she's saying.
No, this is social media now just to
understand what you're saying
catch people
properly.
come and buy.
When you ordered the e-scooter, did you order it yourself, or did Promise Chooks order it using your details?
No, I ordered for it.
Voila.
You ordered it yourself
Simple.
with your own credit card.
The woman ordered it herself.
And your name is on the credit card.
Mebel.
No.
He dey shout that day.
I did not.
Promise you, sir. Thief. Mebel, go and hide yourself.
I did not go to the police and
in one
said,
corner. You lie too
credit card
much.
got stolen because it
How
did
woman
not.
go just dey lie?
I'm still
All this video is on the internet. Your children will go
So
and meet it.
you are the owner of the credit card that was used to order the e-scooter, and you're not looking for it because Mabel said the owner of the credit card is looking for their credit card.
Papa of pikin wey you dey take care of, you're the disgrace
Why
am for
on
public
earth
like
would
that.
Mabel be doing things like this and saying things like this to tarnish another man's image?
You no care.
It's bad enough, like I said in my other video the other day, that you have someone's child and they don't want you to have their child. But you coming online every other day to call that man a criminal in the presence of that child. What do you stand to gain when you do so?
If
And
na
that is
him,
the
na you go
question
say
to
he wan
Mabel.
go
Why
kill
did she
himself.
make up this
They are
story of
bullying
the
me.
credit card being
They are
stolen?
bullying me.
How did she
They are
get
bullying me.
information
That
the
bully
credit
where you
card
give promise
was
that day
used
now.
to order the e-scooter was stolen? Who gave her the information? Was it the company that sold the e-scooter? How did she know that? Was it the bank that called her to tell her that the e-scooter used to order, or the credit card used to order the e-scooter was stolen? You don't just come on social media and do stuff like that. The other day she went and said she wanted to go protect her name from defamation, but she comes online
To deform
every other
people's
day,
character.
defaming another man's character, spoiling his
No be
image.
just
But
talk
you
now.
want to protect yourself.
You go
You
come
don't
out.
know
That
the
they
law,
bully
and
me,
you want to protect yourself
that
from
you are bullying
defamation,
people.
but you are doing it against other people. What do you stand to gain? And you have the child of that man in your home. Can I ask a question to Mabel? Why don't you let Valerie give approval for a DNA test to be done? Can Mabel maybe just go public and tell them what she has done or what Valerie has done to ensure a
For
DNA
the
sample?
embarrassment and
Because from what you're
everything.
saying now,
Now Mebel
Prostitute is
suppose even
trying
tell
to
Valerie,
do a
okay,
DNA,
Valerie, let's get
but
ready.
Valerie is not
Let's
giving
choose
her
come and do
approval for a
DNA.
DNA to
We
be
will go.
conducted.
We will go. Let's choose do it. Choose. You are
That's the
going to
fact.
pay or we will not pay. Let's
And
see.
she is the only
Oh,
one allowed
Omakwe.
to even ask for a
Do I
DNA
go
test.
go?
So Promise Streets cannot ask for a DNA test?
No, he did. He
He
asked
asked that he
court
cannot do
for the
it. Oh,
permission,
not a single
and
blessing.
according to Austrian law, he got it denied.
Wow. So now, this is just really crazy. So Promise Streets asked,
This woman say promise choose ask for DNA. But Austrian law say no. Is either from the judge or from Valerie herself. Because you as a man, you ask for DNA. If they approve am, you can't do. They not see the pikin come. It's useless. So it's the child that we ask. So now Mebel now to ask Valerie say, oh yeah, let's go and do it. Enough is enough. And Mebel not go do because of the money where they collect for Valerie hand. Where at the end of the day, Valerie they do birthday. Now shirt way wear remain. Now you go still give her me they do birthday. You come begin show us video. I love him. Hey, chai chineke. Go come the organ inside. We know all that. We not be black. We be black now. Inside us, we they follow you sleep there.
the court that he wants to do a DNA test to establish his paternity over Valerie. The court did not grant his request. It was denied.
Sometimes
Why
the way
was it denied?
the way
I just
Mebel
want
go
us to
they
be very
treat
specific. Why
the
was
way
it
when
denied?
Mebel go they treat Valerie for live video sometimes he go they very obvious say that they maltreat this girl. The way the Damien the boy he get one day they want art comedian something. If you see the way Damien use the elbow kick Valerie like you get away like Valerie just do me. I say something is not okay. You know you can't hide all of them. You not go fit hide all of them. Sumo go show. Even for that on a live video una dey do. Sumo go show. The way the Damien, the boy wey dey just do am. I was like, hey, who even know that God go help us o. Na do mere Damien ni koye kiale lene. Emebe mu ele, yo wa mu ele, yo wa ki wish. Don't tell anybody you if you talk. Emebe ni. O. Emi no on so egbe. Salopo ave zeri gbe Valerie.
The letter came back with a lot of explanations, and they all referred to paragraphs of Austrian law. Whether these laws are good or not is another thing, but these paragraphs are actually preventing a biological dad from coming out and saying, hey, I'm the biological father, let me prove it. So it could only be asked to be done either by the mom, which is no longer possible because she's late, or by the child itself.
Yes. You see?
Well,
the Austrian law.
Everybody ask for Valerie to go and request a DNA test to make it easier.
Now that video we go start to do now.
Has tried.
Valerie, go and do DNA
now,
with your
Valerie
father.
Tries,
that is our new video now.
Do a DNA test. Can Mebel make that happen? Instead of just coming online and saying things, confusing people, all the noise, let them go ahead and demand for it. I believe Promise Tricks is an Austrian citizen. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, he is.
He's an Austrian citizen. So I believe if Valerie goes in to put in a request that she wants to establish, DNA. That this person is her biological
father. Make una share this video. We don't know where the matter they go. They say na Mebel hand
she wants to,
may tell Valerie, may they go do DNA. Una way they say choose, go and do DNA. Go and do, not be choose and the day.
I don't know whether you saw the video, but there's another video, and that video is the worst ever, actually. Yeah. That video is one where Mabel was saying she was totally freaking out about the fact that the social worker from Youth Authority even dared to talk to the biological father. And she said she canceled that already, so like as if she would have the power to prevent the social worker to talk to him again. But as she, of course, cannot do that, in this video, she said, should Valerie ever talk to anyone that Mabel is not okay with, she will get kicked out of Prank Family immediately. So after that, after this emotional abuse of a 15-year-old, how big are the chances that Valerie...
Hey, this woman say get video where we not even see where they see. That video is so shocked. That video is so bad. Mebel tell Valerie, say, I don't want you to speak with anybody I have not introduced you to speak to. Meaning that all these authorities has been getting hold of many videos where we not even they to see like that. And Mebel, una know, and if she they talk, wah. All social media in-laws, brothers and sisters, family, God bless all of you now. Now see, he said Mebel even talk and say, anybody where I not tell you may you talk to, don't talk to them, don't communicate with them. So how can Mebel go come they control and now they tell her who to talk to? 15 years old picking. Thank God say na Europe we dey.
Only
right. Mebel wa mi ewu we gbe kedere ade ta
social worker. What exactly was he talking to them about?
It was about introducing him because they apparently only had heard about him, but he was now introducing himself, talking about the whole situation, talking about the whole 15 years, and that he had not been just gone, as everyone always says, but that he was explaining what he had been doing. He was also saying he could come up with the evidence when that would be helpful, these kind of things. And then the social worker, of course, if there's a biological father, even a not yet acknowledged biological father, of course, a good social worker would want to hear
I
that.
just dey happy for the
Because
Valerie.
honestly, a good custodian,
Because the thing don dey, the ending don dey come now.
if I know, or if I market the girl as an orphan, and then I get to know there is still a biological dad, even if I did not know before, which is very funny, because if I was best friend forever of late mom of Valerie, and then I don't know who the father of the girl is, 15 years, or like not completely 15 years.
Now
but
wetin
over
talk
more
o,
than a
he na him
decade,
mama best
my
friend
best
forever.
friend did not tell me who the dad of this girl is. Okay, that is one thing. And then the other
But he
thing
no
is,
know him papa.
when he comes up with all the evidence, people will see that he was there, yeah? And it's even funny for Mabel to tell people, why didn't Chuck's Promise, who was back then already living in France, took the girl so that she would not have needed to go to Nigeria and kind of cancel and stop her education in Austria. But hey, Mabel claims she is best friend of late mom of Valerie. So where was she? Why did she not pick the girl and said, okay, for the time you want to go to Nigeria, let me take.
Mabel claimed that she was the best friend of Bonita to the government. That is how they can trust her and give her the child. But on social media, Mabel claimed to us that she was living on her own when one woman called her. Oh, I greet you, Queen J family. He said one woman called her and said, the banker sister died, oh, nobody to look at Pikini, oh, please, you have to come and take up this child. That is how she ran and start coming. Una forget that story. different story from Mabel here and everyday bed.
Over the child, or even both.
Have a video, man,
She
will
can
be
just
Mabel.
continue her education in Austria, the country that she's speaking the language of. Yeah? So honestly, that would even have been much better solution for these years that Valerie spent in Nigeria than having to go to France and not being able to speak French.
So your question is, Mabel, when Promiscuous was taking Valerie to Nigeria? Since you said Promiscuous is a deadbeat dad, he's not good enough, he abandoned her. You, that you were the best friend, why didn't you take Valerie in when she needed someone to cater for her? Why did she have to go to Nigeria? Where were you? If you said Promiscuous has never been there, where were you? You have also not always been there. You also came into the picture somehow. You didn't speak with the late mom for 5 years, according to your own words.
Okay, not be I talk.
So why the blame game on the man? Why try to just bastardize him on social media? What are you gaining when you do so?
He's gaining the government
I fail to understand.
And looking forward for the property.
Has proof
to
show the world that truly he has been trying. He has been in the
picture.
Go
realize say no property to inherit.
And that maybe someday he might actually show the proof, and people are going to see that everything or most things that Mabel had said so far about him is just not true.
Yeah, could well be. But the most important thing is that people like the social worker know about it.
Okay.
Not so much to put it on social media, but that the social worker knows about what happened since the child got born, who was there for her, what has been done, what things have been tried to be done. So this is actually the most important thing.
Okay, yes. So bottom line, Mabel can come on Facebook and do all the videos and say everything she wants to say for the sake of content and for people to see her as, the nice savior, the one who saved Valerie. The dad is not there, so she's the one. She's the alpha and omega of Valerie. But what you're saying is that the most important thing is that the system and the social workers, they have the paperwork, they know exactly what the situation is. They know what Promiscuous has done so far
Exactly.
Exactly.
And what?
Exactly. Una dey hear for us. Una break am down. He say Mebel dey only come for social media to come do paparazzi. So that our Africa way now, we una too know us with pity pity. Hey, yeah, what a nice woman. Hey, oh, small pikin wey no get mama again. Another person see her enter house. Hey, yeah, very good, nice woman. God go bless you. How many people go fit do this kind thing? All that kind of our way. We Muslim, we Benin, we dey like that pity pity, yeah, so maybe I go dey give una that thing wey go dey make una dey say thank you, you too much, you too dey. But for social, dem know wetin dey. Dem know wetin dey. Maybe I dey do all these things for social media. Now when e don too much, na the promise truth go still carry a video, still go show dem say obe tobe o, don still do another one. He do a fun ewu. Now make I come meet us that they say blood is thicker than water. Oh, make una leave promise truth alone. Their father and daughter, nobody can come between. Or they honey we wowa. It don't still hear when for his ass. The social welfare don't still whine us. They whine me. They don't whine us. Say, do you did this? Then I come out, come still run. After I don't still do that one, I still come out again say, he's a fraud though. He's a thief. Now you only know what you want, they can't tell una. People like una, not be me.
He wants is contact with his firstborn child. So I don't know whether any person, whether they are pro
just they use Valerie for content.
If anyone sees anything bad in that.
Okay, so that's another question. Why is Mebel stopping contact between Valerie and Promise Tricks? Why does there have to be enmity between Valerie and the father?
And the father.
That's what I don't understand. If Mebel has personal grudges against Promise Tricks, it shouldn't have anything to do with Valerie. It's not Valerie's business what Mebel feels towards Promise Tricks. Father and daughter should have their own relationship. Mebel and Promise Tricks can have their own issues. So why is Mebel the stumbling block between that relationship? All Promise Tricks wants is contact with the child that he gave birth to, even if, like you said, it hasn't been legally established. Right?
Make I talk to my pikin.
That's one question I need to understand. Why is Mebel stopping that from happening?
That's a very good question. And honestly, if she, as she's saying, is all about love, if I would love this girl, as she claims she does,
so we are making
nothing could make me more happy than finding out the girl still has a biological dad. She's not an orphan. She still has family. She even has 3 additional siblings. And instead of being happy for the girl, there is the emotional abuse again, because this 15-year-old girl has to hear again and again.
If now some people, as they take care of Valerie, so they not see the papa, they not say their mama don't die, you know, and they come one day, see papa, the wrong way go tell each other, Valerie, I have good news for you. Do you know what? I have a good news for you. I found somebody. He said he's your father, but hey, we don't know yet, but I'm so happy for you to meet up with somebody that will call you. Oh my God. You see that happiness, like you don't do the pikin good thing, like, you know, that one alone, you not go stop the pikin may not come they greet you. The pikin go constantly greet you. Now he go come decide, say, no, now I know my dad. I will be going to visit him, but I will not stay with my dad. Sometimes, now even with the scene for drama, where the woman go, they appear, I found your dad. The person said it's your dad, but do you know what? We are going to make every necessary arrangement. So be sure that you are there. Don't worry, don't cry. You are not going to go, but just for you to know that this is your dad. Okay? God is good. They go come, they happy, they celebrate. You know, Mebel Ooo Igbikin. Who say may you come out? He could even happy. Now the girl go come choose, say, no, auntie or mommy, I would like to stay with you, but I will be going to visit. The man go say, fine, They go join Andorra, but don't finish. Holiday time like this Christmas, he go greet papa. Or he stay with Mebel. New Year Day, go with papa. Or New Year Day. Now the girl go come they choose. That time, the girl don't even get big family. Big home. The day of his marriage, his papa go stand. His papa children, which is he have sisters and brother go stand. Your own where you adopt them before, your children, he go come be big family. On the wedding day, oh, Mebel just want everything to become. Oh, come in.
How Mabel is cursing her family, how Mabel is wishing them death, even the kids, and that just makes me speechless.
And another awful thing is for Mabel to be emotionally blackmailing Valerie in telling her that if you ever talk to so and so person, you have nothing to do with my family. That is emotional blackmail right there.
And has nothing to do with love. Nothing.
Yeah.
This is
nothing to do with love. Love not
this is just
self-interest, teaching.
I don't even know what to say.
Don't help you talk This is not love. Mebel is not showing that child love.
Someone is writing here in the comments.
It's not love.
About the money. So every child gets money. Valerie gets money, 100%. Every child. Even the prime minister of this country is entitled. They can choose not to collect it or receive it, but they are entitled to get a certain amount. And I believe Valerie gets that money. But on top of that, she still gets some other monies. But another question someone is asking is, why can Promise get a lawyer to fight for his child? Do you think that could work?
What should the lawyer do? Because officially, Chuk's Promise still is not the biological father because of the issue with the Austrian law that prevents him from proving it.
They never do DNA, so they can't classify him.
Lawyer, but what should the lawyer do? The lawyer can also only ask the court to ask the girl for a DNA test. But honestly, that can be done by anyone. I don't even need a lawyer for doing that. Yeah, anyone could write her a letter saying, please go for the DNA test. And she could then decide to do it or not do it.
Or not, yes.
So I would not know what a lawyer could do because there is no legal basis.
Why Mebel? Why Arabone? Why Arabone when Arabone?
Anything as long as he is not the acknowledged
we know
no lawyer can go and do the DNA test.
Right, okay. So you guys just heard. So if you guys really want to see the end of this story, and that doesn't need to mean Valerie will start hating Mebel. No, we don't need hatred between anybody. You want to get to the bottom of it. You want peace of mind for Valerie. You guys should go and ask Valerie and Mebel for Valerie to go and, request for a DNA to be done. That's all you have to do. Because that's what everyone has been asking for. Do a DNA and prove that you are the father.
Yes.
But it's not possible for him to do one. So let Valerie make
Please, my wonderful people. Now Valerie and Mebel the matter day now.
The person taking care of her. Let them make the request and let it happen.
Mebel, go and take Valerie to do DNA.
You are just gaslighting, in other words, because you are saying, oh, this person doesn't want to do this, but you are the one blocking it from being done. You know how the system works. You know that this person cannot do it without the consent of the child.
And Mebel know all these things. They don't already lecture Mebel everything. But Mebel go on live video, he go come out. Promise choose. It's not all about coming to live video to claim. You people should tell her to go and do DNA now. You people should tell Promise to do DNA. Promise you go and do the connect bo with lawa we hang. If we na jinya boy and you have to go. Promise you where you not knowing. See this woman and I can't tell us how Austrian law they say. Promise truth not get say. What about Promise truth go hospital? Valerie not show up. So now Valerie go come order and say this man is claiming that is my father. And I want to really know if he's my father. I want a DNA. They go say, okay, then at that time they will come to us say, we not go pay Chingban and Promise truth go pay him. That time we go no say, Now promise choose need to pay. Then we go know whether we want carry our free boss come out on social media. Come begin ask me go bring our free boss. If they donate 1,000, I give them 500. This I not try. No, jokes apart. You understand? And we go bring our free boss come out. We'll begin ask for the money. We'll give promise juice. When I promise juice, maybe I go to see when I see you, I say I want to take the matter person. I'm even again. That's what I be. I know the two. The thing they vex me to see say Mebel they stress this issue. They stress the stretch this child. I've been a stress the child. It's not nice. It's not nice. Ma aya regbere aya boyen do tin yen mi na be sunuda. I no wish am dead. They come dey drag the pikin like this way he born for life up and down. Yan like ya. Omo no bi ya gbon. Awa see yo see ere ya gbogbo with social media up and down every day. Maybe you go like am. Save this Valerie distress. Save her the embarrassment and everything and do the necessary and bring this girl indoor. You sef get pikin. Just imagine na your pikin that they do all these things to. This pikin now, before he marry any man, no need to do introduction again. Every man, home and abroad, Oyibo, black, all of them don't know the story of Valerie. Is that not enough? What are you doing more? Is that not enough? Nobody even need to know her history again. If anybody told them, I love you, baby, I want you to marry me, tell me more about you. Valerie go just tell her, go and click on Vera television program or click on Mebel or click on, you will hear my story there. Mebel abeg, if na you this thing happen to you, be bonita. I no pray make you die soon. Imagine your children, they will come they use them sing for social media. You go happy for grave where you dey. Save this girl distress and just do the unnecessary thing. That greediness where they worry you say I made that they just stop it, please. Your children reach where you take collect money where you want collect. I don't even know money where you want chop. You know they pay us rent again. Oyibo man die leave us for you. You get the beautiful car, you get everything. Waitiness. Why all this? That you do just say na the rich one, I dey greedy pass. Why waitiness will they look for life again? They know they carry life go. If you die, finish now. I'm agbon yo wa. Take am easy. Abeg, do the thing wey dey necessary. Carry Valerie go do the DNA. Jasta. All right. Thank you, my wonderful people. The Oyibo woman have said it all. We have heard it, and there is nothing more we can add to this. They don't already tell us everything. What are we going to add to it? Nothing much, actually. So please, guys, please make una go do a justice for Valerie to go and do DNA. Mebel, take Valerie to go and do DNA, please. Let's give him here now because I can't born away. I can't born away. Maybe make born our mother. I say now I will do him away now. I say tell you, maybe make born our mother, Baba. Saloba lagu meto uni mahiato. Nere kuko monji ni ma uni ya yo wima ya bologo. Na yo wima ya bukbe. Ha. Thank you, my wonderful people. God bless you. Let me continue with this. I will catch you all on my next video. Please thumbs up this video. I don't want it to be more than 1 hour 30 minutes so that other people can easily watch the video when they come across the video. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. I remain your one and only ODA Keshuka with your Caribou Empress Mama said, aka when money talks bullshit happen. Thank you, guys. When you get money, not the way you not fit to. Bye. I appreciate all of you on YouTube, even if na not thumbs up. I know so na go thumbs up. Una thumbs up my video for YouTube. Thumbs up this video now before I will carry my head, put for my shoulder. Munya Zabo. A thumbs up, Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas once again. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.